Thermometer charts are fun charts to track your progress towards a goal. Excel does not include a thermometer chart type, but I'm going to show you how you can make one by simply reformatting a column chart. Before we start making our thermometer chart, you need to set up a table like this where you have the progress number and the goal number. The goal and the progress number could be something like this where it's, our goal is $5 million and the collected amount so far, or the progress, is 1.8 million. But it doesn't look so great on a graph, so I would suggest if you've got big numbers like this, turn it into a percentage like this one, 36%. All I had to do was take the value in this cell and then divide it by this one and put this into percent format, and then you got the progress number. Obviously the goal number is 100%, which would be the 5 million. So once you've got that, then you can start making our graph from this. So you have the progress and the goal number, and then you go to the Insert tab. Make sure you open the Recommended Charts dialog box. We'll go to All Charts, and you just need a clustered column chart to begin with. So we'll click on that one and then press OK. And then we'll just move this so we can see our numbers, and this is where our chart's going to go. You can eliminate anything that you don't need. I don't really need a chart title on this one or grid lines. And then the next step, I'm going to switch row and column. So that's really important for this one. I could get into what this does, but trust me, you need to do this. So click switch row and column, which would switch the data over the axis that they're currently on, which is going to put kind of the focus on the progress and not so much the goal. And then you see two different series here, which is great. And now we can superimpose them by clicking on the one that represents the progress. So double click that. That's going to open up this Format Data Series pane here on the right of your screen. And we want to make that the secondary axis. So we'll click on secondary. And it looks a little weird so far. That's because we have to change what is being measured on the primary and the secondary vertical axis here. So the secondary one is on the right. We'll change that one first. Don't do what I did where I click the whole chart. Make sure that you've selected just the numbers on the right here. This is the secondary vertical axis. And we want to make sure that the bounds are 100%, or in this case it's 0 to 1. So not 0.4, which would be 40%, 1.0, press OK. And then it kind of looks like it should, where this covers about 36%. But it's not perfect because this major vertical axis here, it's measuring from 0 to 120%. So we have to change that 1.2, 120%, to just 1.0. Okay, so now that actually looks like 36%. And then we can get rid of this side because it's just kind of redundant. It's just copying what's on the left. So I'm just going to get rid of those numbers. And then from here, this doesn't look great. So if you want to start making this look more like a thermometer, you can change the goal series here just by double clicking on the shape, and I'll click Format and then click Shape Fill to just white. And I'll also use a shape outline. I'll do red, so it's kind of like the outside of the thermometer, but we'll make it nice and thick as well. So maybe, I don't know, 2.5, 3 points. Maybe we'll get ridiculous and make it really wide. All right, so that looks more like a thermometer now as we get closer to finishing this thing. But it would look nice if these numbers, we probably don't need all of them. Like it goes up by 10%. We probably could skip every 20% just to make this more visually appealing. So when I double click this in this units area, instead of 0.1, I'll change this to 0.2. That's going to go up by, and you can do 0.3, 0.4, just 20% is great. It's not too much, but just gives us enough. And then we can format those numbers as well. So with that highlighted, I'm just going to go to the Home tab and make this kind of more visually appealing for our audience. So just kind of make the numbers a little bigger, make them bold, and maybe make them match the thermometer theme, the red color. And then you can also select the progress series here. And what I'm going to do is add a data label so that you can see exactly what number we're at. So if you were doing this chart, you might have to kind of eyeball this. It looks closer to 40%, but the exact number isn't clear. So you can change that by adding a data label and just make sure it's the outside end, because we want it kind of on the outside of this chart. We don't want it on the inside. And then I would also format this number too, make it nice and big so people can see it easily. Do the same thing kind of formatting that we did last time, make the number big, make it red. So that looks really great now. So now we can see exactly what number we're at on the thermometer, which looks really great. And what I'm going to do now, because I want to finish this off, we're actually going to add a shape to this one to add in the thermometer effect. So I want to get rid of this line because it's sort of bugging me here. So get rid of that. That's going to allow us some space to insert our circle. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I've tried this a few times. Sometimes it looks great and sometimes not so much. So go to Insert, Illustrations, choose Shapes, and then we want the oval one. And then you can just kind of, the goal here is to try to use the circle to block out these corners. So it actually does look like a thermometer. And you want to get rid of the shape outline because that doesn't look great. So say no outline, and then it kind of just mixes in a little bit better. And then you can kind of just have fun with this one until you get it right. So I'm pretty happy with the design of this, but I just want to add one more little thing, a shape that'll kind of connect the numbers together. Something like this, a left brace here, and it'll just kind of demonstrate this thermometer is in fact attached to this number here, and then just make it nice and thick. So shape outline will be, I don't know, we'll make it a lot bigger. Don't go overboard with it, but probably 2 1/4 points, something like that. Yeah, so now I'm happy with that. So now it's kind of a little bit more obvious, if it wasn't already, that these numbers coincide with this one. And now let's test it. Let's see if it does the chart actually change when we add numbers and get closer to our goal. So let's say a lot of donations came in today. Now we're at $3 million. And it jumps up to 60%. What about 4 million? So we'll test that one out. The chart will update as you get closer to your goal. Now, if you consider yourself fairly proficient in Excel and want to see what Excel skills would be found on an Excel expert exam, you've got to check out this video tutorial right here. It's got a bunch of advanced Excel functions and other things that you might not have seen in Excel before, so check that out and I'll see you over there.